Hey guys, I want to try something different for this video. Basically, I'm going to be talking about K-pop Demon Hunters while playing a game. I don't know how well this video is going to go over, but I just wanted to try something different and unique out. I have a feeling this isn't going to be my best work, but I just hope you guys enjoy it. On with the video. I had some criticisms about the film. One criticism that I had on the first viewing was the whole aspect of Rumi's voice. I thought that the point of it at first was basically that Rumi needed to learn to stop overworking herself and stressing her voice in order to be able to sing. But I realized that plot point that I thought was there just wasn't there anymore, and I was really confused about it. Now, I had a critique about that. But on my second viewing, I realized I completely misunderstood that plot point. The point wasn't Rumi being working too hard. The point I'm sorry, not the point. The problem wasn't that she was overworking herself. It was a symptom of the problem she was having, which the doctor talks about, her secret of being half demon. The reason why she's overworking herself is because she wants to get rid of that demon part of her. But the demon part of her is also making it so she cannot sing. That's what I thought still. But I realized it's even more impactful for the story. The reason she cannot sing isn't because of her half demon part growing to her neck. She can't sing it because somatically she hasn't fully not fully she hasn't at all understood the idea of the song Golden. And I think that's why I didn't realize the I think that's why I had a lot of criticism, because I didn't realize that the songs themselves explained a lot of the story and the themes and plot points. That was my main criticism of the movie. But that um but that second viewing helped me see that I was wrong. I think I think that makes second viewings very important sometimes. You might have a criticism when you first watch something, but then you can watch it for a second time and you can see why that criticism doesn't make sense in the long term. Ah, I remember having more criticisms, but I just can't remember them. But a lot of them I realized the criticisms were in. I was I wasn't trying to intentionally disregard the movie's points. I just didn't completely understand what the movie was trying to say completely. I understood the theme of it, of the movie, but I didn't entirely understand how it was trying to tell that thing. And I think that's a really big issue. Oh, that a lot of criticizers have, I think. I think there's an issue about trying your best to criticize things that even if I agree when a movie is not that good, even if I'm like don't even want to watch the movie, I'll see some criticism about a movie that I just it makes no sense. That's the truth. Sometimes people will criticize a movie even if it's bad, but the criticism doesn't make any sense. I remember me and my girlfriend on VR chat, we watched a video about the Mufasa movie. I don't really like the live action crap that Disney has been releasing. I did not care to watch it at all. There was one point in the review that triggered me because I could tell that he had no idea what he was talking about, even though I never saw the movie. But I could tell what he was saying wasn't a good criticism. Basically, he was critiquing. Oops. He was critiquing the part of the movie of Pumbaa and Timon and how they were basically fourth wall breaking and stuff. And they were talking about as if Disney has done this with like every single movie they've made or TV show, when it's literally just referencing Lion King 1.5. That's literally all it is doing, and he's criticizing it as this whole thing of, Disney does this whole thing where they wall break and have fourth wall break characters and blah blah blah. It's talking about like She-Hulk. And that's all I remember him saying at all. So you're criticizing a movie for doing something that it has done before in the series. Because Disney has already done it with a character who is also known to fourth wall break. And just to be clear, I don't like She-Hulk either. But that criticism of fourth wall breaking doesn't make sense because, as I said, that series was known for doing that stuff. I think that we are too focused on criticizing stuff sometimes that we don't realize how we don't really try to think of our criticisms and how they can warp our minds into thinking that something is not as good as it actually is. Like, even movies that are bad, I see criticized for stupid reasons. It's like people want to have their own unique take on stuff. So they try to find a unique criticism to talk about when the movie is bad, or even when a movie is good. People will have will say some criticism about it. And you will come to learn that it just the criticism doesn't make sense when you think about it. Now, I'm not saying we can't criticize movies or TV shows. That's not all I'm saying. I'm saying we need to think of our criticisms and wonder if our criticism actually is valid, or we just don't fully understand what the movie was trying to do. With that out of the way, let's talk a bit more about K-pop Demon Hunters. Because I want to talk about the songs and how each of them, not each, all of them, but the songs work really well with the story. Now I think I want to talk about at least four songs in the movie. Takedown is a song about hatred towards a group of people. Doesn't that sound great? But seriously, Takedown is a song about basically Zoe's and Mira's hatred for demons and how it affects Rumi in the film. That is what makes the songs great. They are a excellent way to tell us about our character's feelings, and it helps progress the story. Think of it this way. At first, they are figuring out the song, figuring the beat out, figuring out the lyrics, and the more they try to figure everything out, the more Rumi feels like they shouldn't sing the song. Though she doesn't tell Mira and Zoe, it's clear to us that it's because of her being part demon. And when they sing the song, it makes Rumi feel like that Mira and Zoe are singing about her and not the other demons. That's what makes the song good. Because it affects our character, our main character, in a way that frightens them. And it makes her realize that maybe this isn't the right song to sing. And she finally tells that to them, and they understand. But before that, Rumi, because of how she feels about it, accidentally lets some of the some of their fans be taken. That will make it a bit harder for Mira and Zoe to trust her if she reveals to them that she is half demon now. There was no reason to not trust her other than her being part demon. But that now gives Mira and Zoe less reason to trust her if she reveals her being part demon to them. And I think that's what makes Takedown really good, because it gives Mira and Zoe a reason to not trust her. When she reveals to them, well, accidentally reveals to them that she's part demon. But Takedown also does something else during the awards program. Is it the concert? for the awards, where they agreed to each other to just play Golden, to sing Golden in the program. But the demon get a plan to not only be able to free all the demons in the world, but to also, unfortunately, break up the K-pop demon hunts, or huntrix. And I love that she believes that her worst fear is happening with the song. That they reveal as if they knew all along and were playing with her, or something like that. That's what I got. It could be me just reading too much into it, but that's what I've had when that scene happened. Her worst fear happens, or so she thinks. And so, of course, she is terrified, but that eventually leads to her fear actually happening. That's why Takedown is great. It's a song that does two things at the same, not the same time. It does multiple things for the story, not just two. It, one, gives our main character progression through the story. Two, it gives conflict for the story. Three, it gives our characters a reason to distrust Rumi when she reveals that she's part demon. And three, it is what helps our character reveal to her friends accidentally that she's part demon. But that's what I have so far for Takedown. A great song that helps our characters grow, even if it's for the worst. Three is really good as well. I don't really have much criticism for that song at all. As in movie standards, I don't know how I feel about it by itself. I think it's probably be good either way. In the movie, it the ooh dang Mario. Ah, the song itself, the lyrics talk about basically saying, telling is Rumi and Genu trying to understand themselves as part demon and part person. And um, if they really have the opportunity to show that they aren't bad people, they aren't terrible people, which is great by itself. But when you look at the actual scene while they're singing the stuff, I don't know if this is something that people notice, but while they are singing, they are fixing the home. A part two, part demons are fixing the home together somehow. And it's supposed to keep demons out. I don't know why, but for me, that just feels like very strong storytelling from developers. I have no idea who Keon Kitty is. I didn't realize it was there until now. Um, I have Sneaky. This is someone else who played on my thing. Probably one of my. It might have been a friend of my brother's actually, because the last time I remember them playing was when my brother was celebrating his birthday and one of his friends came over. Oh, you guys are dead. Say goodbye. So basically, it's the idea that the people that the whole moon is supposed to keep out are the ones that are helping fixing the whole moon when the Huntress were having a hard time fixing it themselves. And I think it just makes the song very powerful for the movie, even though it only appears once. Golden is a beautiful song about accepting oneself. The reason why Rumi isn't able to sing it is because she has not accepted her demon part of herself. And I think it's one of the best storytelling elements I've seen in a movie. Just a song that the main character can't sing because she hasn't understood and learned the main theme of the movie, I think is incredibly creative and very awesome. And just, I, it's crazy to me that people have thought about that. I think Golden is probably one of the best songs in K-pop Demon Hunters because of that. Of how the song so flawlessly ties into the theme of the movie. And it's the one song that our main character basically has to learn the theme of in order to actually sing it. I think that's why it's one of the best songs in the movie. I just I just think that the song is incredible for the movie. It's literally just the theme of the entire movie. That's what the song is. The theme our main character has to learn, and she just can't sing it until she learns that lesson. I think that's just great. I I don't know how anyone can have a song be even so integral to the plot. It is it's incredible. There is one other song that I think might be on par with it. I don't know how other people feel about it, but it definitely, for me, is a really good song that is at least close to this song that I was just talking about.
Nothing but the truth now.
This is what it sounds like. I think is just one of the best thematic songs for a movie. It puts both of the main themes together so nicely about keeping secrets and loving every part of yourself. And I just don't see how any other song besides Golden could be better than it. I don't know which one I like better, Golden or This Is What It Sounds Like. I just, it's great. They're both fantastic film songs. Um, but This Is What It Sounds Like takes both themes and explains them so well. A song where basically Rumi, Mira, and Zoe learn to stop. Basically, all our characters learn what they were supposed to learn that the doctor was telling them about their struggles and uh-oh, and what they need to fix. Ouch. Rumi learns to not hide secrets from her friends, of course, and to love herself. Mira learns to not, basically, to not be untrustworthy and untrusting and, you know, not be suspicious all the time. And Zoe learns to stop trying to be a people pleaser through this song alone. That's why the song is great. It's a song to help our characters understand their themes that they have to learn, their lessons. But not only that, the song is also the song that they couldn't write. As it says, it is the song that they should have had for the awards. I, I find it very endearing that they finally, through their trials and termination, they finally see what they've been missing through the song that they didn't know how to write. And through finding out what song to write, they learn their lesson in the movie. I think that's why that song speaks to me.
The way K-pop Demon Hunters incorporates their songs to elevate the story and to help our characters progress through it makes it one of the best uses of storytelling I have seen. The songs is what makes K-pop Demon Hunters a fantastic movie. Without them, the movie would probably suffer. A movie that uses part of its name to make it one of the best movies I've seen in a while. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.